It's time for an interesting interview with Tox W. Child. We're going to go up close with him. He's a headhunter and he specializes in turning dreams into reality. Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
Good morning.
You
I'm
good?
Doing very well. Thank you.
Welcome. Yeah, so tell us, what or who is a headhunter?
Okay. A headhunter is slightly different, a refined name for someone who does a specific type of recruiting. They look for the top performers, people with top abilities who've discovered themselves.
Yeah.
And they sell those people to the highest bidding companies.
Okay.
So when these people go and work for the companies, they definitely they give their talents to the company and in exchange give a lot of value to the company. So the likes of IBM and the likes of Apple would have lots of people who are headhunted for them to head their departments and lead the way with creativity, technology. And as a result, we have lots of fantastic phones and gadgets that we get from people who are headhunted into those fields.
Super. Now, so how is it that you turn people's dreams into reality?
Fantastic question. Well, as you know, we are all blessed with potentials. We're all born and God's given us innate abilities. But due to the environment, some of us don't get the opportunity to be exposed to our natural given talents.
Yeah.
So what I do is I basically narrow down into your main why. Once you have your why, it answers your how, it answers your when, your where. So all the other things come together once you have a bigger why.
Okay.
So for someone who wants to feed their family, they have a big why than someone who's just come out of school and the only reason they're seeking a job is because they've just finished university.
Okay.
So the person with a bigger why would definitely be digging more and asking themselves more questions and be more resourceful in a situation than the others. So once I could associate your mindset to your big why, a different self of you comes out, and that self would show so much talent, so much value, you know, all the opportunities will be attracted to you rather than you going to seek them.
Okay. So give us an example. So for the benefit of the viewers who are watching, how do you expose someone's why to them?
How I expose someone's why is it's very simple. They have a 7 why question, a system where when I ask you a question, say, why are you doing this program? And you give me an answer. I go into your answer and I ask you another why.
Okay.
And I ask you another why. So by the time we get to the 5th why, we've dug deep into your reasons and you are starting to think critically and you're starting to say, well, actually, I'm in the line of business that I want to be.
Okay.
I've been like this since the way I was born. This is what I'm meant to be doing. So the closer you are to your reasons, the more attached, the more you go out there and you shine and you know you let the world know that I'm about this. I'm about helping people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you always wanted to do this?
Headhunting.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to basically help people. I've always done teaching. I've always taught people release potentials, but particularly headhunting, not that I was thinking that was my field, but I looked at my general skills, all the things that I had. I saw that I had good communication, I had people skills, I'd worked for different international governments, I've been around. I said, okay, so if I have all this understanding, speak so many languages, it's not surprising that it would be easy for me to communicate with anyone and bring out what is it they're trying to say and make that language quite understandable so that whoever is seeking to employ them knows that this person is bringing value to my business. This is an asset.
Okay.
And yes, that's really what I do.
Tell us about BNI.
BNI is a business network international. They were started about 35 years in America. By Dr. Ivan Meissner. So it's a whole theory of businesses helping other business, that if I refer a business to you and get you business, you would feel the necessity to help my business out as well. So that culture also helped me out. It helped me understand that if you help people, he definitely would have people who would correspond in helping you.
Yeah.
So BNI is, I'd say they're all over the world right now. They've got about 2,000 chapters in the United Kingdom alone.
Wow.
So they're growing. They have the biggest, largest chapters in India. It changes the face of businesses because it brings money to communities and it allows communities to develop at a very, very sporadic rate.
Yeah.
BNI just unleashed all the skills that I had. So my skill set, when I went among several businesses and I'm with them every week and they're trying to sell this part of their services, that part of their services, I see them develop every day. And you know, we form a family, we form friendship.
Yeah.
And we're earning money at the same time.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that this is a community that helps each other. So that same philosophy, I'm putting that in my business, using that to help people and get people to help each other.
Yeah.
So you might know an accountant that is fantastic, but has not been hit with the right opportunity. So we'll help them sell those gifts and give them the opportunity to excel.
Okay.
In turn, when they go up on their career journey, they help others, they bring others up.
So you're not from Ghana, and you're not from here. You're not based here. So what are you doing in Ghana at this time?
In Ghana is my alma mater.
Okay.
Yeah,
Really?
Ghana is my alma mater.
Tell us about that.
Yes, well, I wouldn't say I'm not from Ghana. We've been in Ghana since, the 90s. My dad worked with President Rollins for Commonwealth over 22 years work in Ghana. Myself here, I went to University of Cape Coast, I went to Unipra, I went to lots of schools in Ghana. So I have all of my connections that are Ghanaians all over the world, from the US to the UK. And so starting and bringing things back to Ghana, it's imperative to me, it's a duty.
Okay. So tell us about what the upcoming events that you're...
So on Saturday, this Saturday, we're at the African Regent Hotel. The upcoming event is basically a leave and earn better. So basically, if you want to get jobs in Ghana, you want to get jobs in neighboring countries or get jobs abroad, we allow you to unleash your talents, we expose you to yourself, we allow you to see a new type of yourself, from your CV to your interview skills to how you come across to people.
Yeah.
And basically, in summary, we let people see you in a snapshot. Whilst we recruiters look at people in 6 seconds, we make a decision whether you're worthy or not. So how can you stand out in 6 seconds?
Wow.
Yeah, well, the only way you can find out is come this Saturday. Yeah.
This Saturday?
This Saturday.
African Region?
African Region
What time?
Hotel, between 3 and 5.
Okay, and how much are people paying?
We're not charging an entry.
Okay.
The charge are for things, the services that you think is more peculiar to you. So yeah, because I think when you're charging people for an unknown event, there's a little bit of a cloud there. They're not quite sure what they're getting.
What they're getting, yeah.
But when they go there and say, oh, this is right, this is specifically my type of foot, then they can wear that one. Yes.
All right. Okay. So we have a few videos of testimonials okay. All right. Okay. So let me ask, before we take a look at that, the challenge. What are some of the challenges that people come with? You know, when you're having these kinds of events, what are some of the challenges people come with that you would say are more you come across them more often than not?
I think the biggest challenge individuals have is we have an image of ourselves and we think that is our only self. So for example, I've lived all my life in Cape Coast, I'd say I'm a fancy boy and this is all I know. You know, you expect me to perform in a certain way. I expect my psychology to be rigid. However, we are fluid, we're flexible. Ghanaians are living in China, they're living in Canada, and they are outperforming others. So it's lack of exposure that lets us think that we're only one unique self. No.
Okay, let's take a look at those videos, testimonials, and then we'll come back and wrap up.
Thank you.
I was struggling to get a teaching career after I've graduated from uni. I was about to go into my NQT year. So I went to Ace Professionals and they helped me with my CV, they sorted it out, they gave me interview techniques, and after that secured my first teaching job, and I'm about to start my NQT year. Thank you, Tux. I was struggling to get a teaching career after I've graduated from uni. I was about to go into my NQT year. So I went to Ace Professionals and they helped me with my CV, they sorted it out, they gave me interview techniques, and after that I secured my first teaching job and I'm about to start my NQT year.
All right. So your company is Ace Professionals.
Yes.
Okay.
It.
Fantastic. The final thoughts for viewers who are watching now. They're in between deciding should we go, should we not go. What would you say?
What I would say is there's a short story on acres of diamond. So we as human beings are sitting on our acres of diamond. Ghana is blessed with gold and oil, but we have diamond in people. The people here are more resources than whatever's in the soil. Until you get exposed to your true self, you would miss out, and you would imagine, oh, I could only be paid in cities, I could only be given this is the amount of things I can do. But you'd be surprised. There are people who are teenagers who are making millions just because they've exposed one skill, one talent, you know, and we know them and we see them and we adore them for it. But we are all gifted like that. So come and see it yourself and, you know, see the difference.
Some people say that motivational speaking and all these kinds of things, they are very ethereal, you know, and for a lack of a better description, hocus pocus. What do you say to people like that?
What I say to people like that is, I am on their side. I believe that. I believe that motivation is half of it. It doesn't do anything yet until you have an action plan.
Okay.
You give yourself a time and you execute.
Okay.
So what we do is we don't allow you to go away. If you want to sign up to get a CV, you go away with a CV, and we tell you where to place it. We show you how to market yourself.
Okay.
We tell you how to look at spotlights on your CV. So if it's interview skills, you're interviewing me now. So I've interviewed thousands of you know, high-performing people, and I know the difference between someone who gets, you know, 500,000 pounds and someone who gets 20,000 pounds. I can see the difference on a regular day. So it's an opportunity. I would say don't miss out.
All right. Thank you very much. Well, we'll be speaking to Tox W. Child, who is the director and founder of Ace Professionals, and he's also a headhunter.